Hi, my name is Carly Auer, and I'm a classical homeopath at Our Family Homeopathy in Mesa, Arizona. I have two children who have been raised on homeopathic medicine. Homeopathy has been such a gift in our lives, and I'm so happy today to be here to share it with you. I'm a graduate of the American Medical College of Homeopathy in Phoenix, Arizona, and on behalf of AMCH, we would like to welcome you to our new self-help homeopathy program. I invite you to visit us at selfhelphomeopathy.com. We have 30 different programs in a variety of topics, from acute back pain to cold and flu to autism spectrum disorders. The great thing about these programs is that in addition to focusing on a specific ailment, they also offer an introduction to general homeopathic and holistic medicine. So if you've ever wanted to learn about homeopathy and how it can help you, this is a great place to start. Visit us at selfhelphomeopathy.com.
Here is a brief clip from this program suggesting homeopathic remedies that are useful in treating this condition.
So what I'd like to do next is to start talking about some individualized homeopathic medicines that are useful for infants and children with teething problems. And the first one to mention is belladonna or nightshade. This is one of our most common remedies in children. One of the hallmarks of belladonna is that the symptoms tend to come on quite suddenly and sometimes more violently. In addition, with belladonna, there is a great deal of redness, swelling, and pulsating or throbbing kinds of pain. Typically, the symptoms are worse at 3 p.m. or mid-afternoon. And there can be a great deal of thirst associated with belladonna. Another characteristic is that they have a very flushed or red face and glassy eyes, and there's a feeling of heat emanating from the infant or child. There also can be twitching associated. Belladonna is also one of our main remedies for sore throats and ear infections, and so not uncommon for an infant with a belladonna-like teething problem to go into sore throat or an ear infection after they start having teething problems. The second remedy to mention is Calcarea carbonica. This is calcium carbonate, another one of our most important homeopathic medicines for children and infants. It's particularly more useful for infants who begin teething late. The developmental milestones for infants who need Calcarea carbonica tend to be somewhat delayed, and teething is one of those developmental milestones. Also with Calcarea carbonica, it's useful for babies who tend to have large heads and a fair amount of baby fat. There also is profuse sweating, particularly on the occiput, on the back of the head and neck, and particularly during sleep. Also, there can be perspiration of the head during teething, and that can indicate this remedy along with silica, another homeopathic medicine. And with their teething, there can be a tendency to grind the teeth that they have, also called bruxism. And Calcarea carbonica is one of our main remedies for bruxism. Another characteristic of children and infants who need Calcarea carbonica is that they tend to be constipated. And their stools tend to be somewhat sluggish. There is a sour odor to Calcarea carbonica infants, their sweat, their stool, their vomit. And it's a remedy that has a tendency for frequent infections. They often have a weak immune system. And so it can be like frequent colds, frequent flus, frequent ear infections, that kind of thing. Also, there's a particular tendency in Calcarea carbonica to having problems with cold and damp weather. They are aggravated by this, and this can bring on complaints and problems.